I just want to say I'm proud of y'all because y'all starting to say words and experiences a nigga been experiencing since I was like a kid. But now people are starting to experience it and know that it's real. So you motherfuckers can't say I'm crazy or making shit up. Um, Quantum jumping, reality changing within yourself is real. I done did it a lot. Like when I went into that coma when I was younger, like 12, that was the first time I ever quantum leaped. And I walked into a new reality around that time when I flatlined and I was out for a little minute. Um, I shifted realities, my own reality. I ain't none of them weird ass motherfuckers trying to shift reality with the next person. I don't want nothing that nobody got. My life is lit. But that was my first time, like, and it wasn't intentional, it just happened. And then as I got older, I started finding out what the fuck was going on. Because, like, I'm serious. I walked into a different time. I woke up in a different timeline. I woke up in a different body. My body was different. My mind was different. Reality was a bit different. Then I got older and I started studying quantum physics when I was in, like, the 11th grade. I would read a lot about it on my laptop. I wouldn't really talk to people about it because I knew that didn't nobody know, you know. So I just kept it to me. Then I started, like, when I started studying quantum physics, that's when I started learning about quantum leaping, quantum healing. You know what I'm saying? You can heal yourself through energy work. And as long as your body is in alignment with that energy, then your body will be healed. Now, if you take a fall from grace, you come back to reality, then you start to feel your reality. But back to this quantum leaping. So as I was studying quantum physics, I started learning about these things. And then one night when I was 18, I changed realities again. This time it was intentional. Very much so intentional. And then I say about 2022, I went through another reality shift. And this time I did it very much so intentional. I set an intention and I seen myself in that parallel universe, and I told myself I was going to switch with this version of me. And I did. I woke up in that reality. This shit is real. This shit is real. And I don't give a fuck who don't believe it. I've been experiencing things in my life since I was like 10 years old. You feel me? It really started about 8, 9 years old. But to where I could pinpoint it and be like, that was this. I say about 10. You feel me? 12, it really went down because I experienced death and being in a coma whenever I was around that age. So, like, the first time I shifted realities, and a lot of people think, or I ain't gonna say think, I'm gonna just say, if you're thinking every time you shift realities it's something good, it's not. You feel me? Like, the first time I shifted realities, it's like a more advanced version of me came back to where it is that I was to get me to where it is that I came back from. I don't know if y'all understand that, but I promise you that's how it went. Then the second time I shifted realities, I shifted myself into a brighter perspective. And then this last time, well, I can't lie, it was 2 more times. It was 22. I shifted realities again. But that was kind of like I shifted to where my mental space was in order, because I was going through a lot of chaos internally. So I shifted myself to where, like, the things around me was kind of the same. They was different. They were the same, but they were different. But my mind space was way healthier. Like, my discipline was a little bit more disciplined. You know what I'm saying? And I wanted to call that into self. Now, this last time I shifted realities is when I was working at CVS. It's fucking crazy. It's fucking crazy, y'all. Because the last time I shifted realities, this was an accidental one. And it's like I was sleeping and I was listening to binary beats. And one of them was a quantum leaping fucking sound. And I didn't know I had a different one on. I like to listen to things that revamp my nervous system. And I was listening to that, and the video went off. The next one came on was a Quantum Leap video. I woke up, and it was on my TV, and I was like, I ain't think nothing of it. I got dressed. I go to work. Everything at my job is different. This time, how I changed realities is I push myself a little bit forward. You know what I'm saying? To where I could reap quicker, and I started seeing it. And also, I use quantum healing to heal my leg whenever I sprain my ankle. And then I took a fall from grace in the middle of me healing myself and worsened myself. And then I had to, get myself back in alignment and then start that energetic healing over. Now I'm completely back A1. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't doing no kind of physical work to heal self because, sorry, you fuck up your leg, you got to do a lot. I was just wishing for it to be better. You feel me? I kept imagining it being better. I kept seeing. I would play frequencies to revitalize my nerves, sound bowl healing to revitalize my nerves, because by then I shot my nerve. And I would go into my mind's eye and I would see my cells regenerating themselves. I would see my muscles rebuilding themselves. I would see my bones becoming strong. And I kept doing this. And I did it for 2 weeks. And was a completely back A1. I'm not playing. I am not playing. And then that's when the physical work started. I started, actually doing more of balancing both sides. That was it. I didn't do no work to rebuild my muscle. The only work I did to rebuild my muscle was quantum work. I had to gain my balance back. I had to learn how to maneuver, and use my leg again. But that bitch was completely A1. And most people that was around me seeing how quick I recovered. I never told anybody. Because a lot of motherfuckers sit around saying the shit that I was saying whenever I first met a lot of people. But whenever I first met these people and I was speaking about this shit, motherfuckers kept telling me I watched too many sci-fi movies. But now that it's said online by other people, then it's right. I'm so sick of that. I go through that with everybody I know. If I say something, it's imaginary. But when a random person online said it's real, that's crazy. It's fuck. But that's beside the point. So, not only will tapping into quantum physics is just spirituality broke down into science. That's a truth. And once I started tapping into it, I started tapping into other dimensions. I started tapping into the 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th, 10th, 11th, 12th dimension. And I would be fucking with quantum energy. I would say I was 16, 17 when I first started purposely trying to pull myself out of my body. Well, I was 16, 17 when I got snatched out of my body. It was before I started studying quantum physics. Then I started studying it and I started understanding. So then I would lay in my bed and do exercises so I could leave my body. I could astral travel like this now because I practiced it. You know what I'm saying? I informed myself of it. I know what the fuck is going on. And around the times that I was doing this, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, not years, ages, when I was doing these things, couldn't talk to people about it. And then some people, when I tried to talk to them about it, they wasn't understanding because they wasn't tapped into these things. You know what I'm saying? So it's with using quantum physics, I started, that's how I tapped myself in further. I know a lot of things and I've done a lot of things. It's just, I ain't gatekeeping, but it's not everybody's jurisdiction to know these things. Because everybody isn't on this level. And I don't mean that in an offensive way. I mean that in a very much so truthful way. Everybody is not here energetically. A lot of people haven't experienced what I experienced in a physical, quantum, and reality. A lot of people haven't. It's a me thing. It's a me thing. And I've met people who have experienced it, who know. And I could sit down and chop it up with them all day. But a lot of people who haven't experienced what I've experienced, and if I can't feel a certain energy off of them, I act like I don't know things. I'm not gonna lie. I act like I don't know things, and I don't talk about things. The reason being is because a lot of people regurgitate. If you aren't on that energy, either you're going to flatline, you're going to give me a fluoride stare, or you're going to regurgitate what it is that I'm saying, like these are your experiences. And I'm getting a little sick of that. But since everything has shifted, a lot of y'all are experiencing these things. A lot of y'all are experiencing these things and don't quite understand what's happening to you, but you're experiencing them. Not so crazy, huh? I'm not that crazy, y'all. I know. Ben knew that.